It's very strange. I think it's the 8th of Friday the 8th of July 2022. The light on Craigowl, the mast, the red light on Craigowl, it only appears to be one, but when I go further along you can see two of them. I find that really strange. Again. So what I'm standing here and I could see just one of the lights on Craigowl. So when I move across and I start walking over, well, I actually noticed it yesterday when I was driving, I noticed it again. Now I can see two of them. And if the more I move over this way, now it's clear. There's actually two. And that's only just walking from my car to here. So I've moved back again towards where my car is. Just a few steps across. Now it only appears to be just a one. So I've just walked another few steps up a wee bit. And now it clearly is only one, you can only see one. One red light at the top of Craigowl. So like I said, I'm just parked there with the lights on, that's my car. Now I'm standing here, and so I can only see one. I've moved up a little bit towards the shops, that's where I'm parked. I sort of came into view a little bit as I moved up for some reason. Now it's out of view again. But I thought I saw a hint of it as I was moving towards the shops. So I've moved up quite a bit more towards the shops. Now the top light sort of flashed, now it's off again. It kind of flashed a few times, a couple of times, flickered, and then it came into view. Now it's sort of, oh, it's in view now, I can see it with my naked eye. But I can't get it on the camera to show. But I could see it with my naked eye. Sort of just very faintly coming into view, but I can't get it to show on the camera for some reason. No, it's not what's going on. That's in view now. I can see it with my naked eye, but it's not on the camera. So I find that odd, very odd. I can see it with my naked eye again. That's me adjusting the settings on the camera, by the way. Try and get it to focus, but it's not really doing that too well. It's actually just after midnight, by the way. Now the top light's completely out, and it's just that bottom one. No, the top light's in again. I don't know if it's cloud cover or what, but it's really odd. Walked down again, just to about this point. Now it's clear. This day, clear, really clear. I can see two lights very clearly. Might even be able to show it on the camera as well. Maybe not, but I can certainly see it clearly might just be able to see that on the camera. Yep. And that was just walking from just past the giveaway sign up there. Just a wee bit nearer the shop, not quite, just the stone throw away from the giveaway, maybe just about, well, there I stood. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it until I actually got to about here. So it's very clearly showing the top one, two lights. But when I stand up, just as I say, just up a wee bit, just a stone throw, just up to about where that giveaway is, that's when I can only see the one. And at some point the top one sort of faded in and out. So I don't understand that. So it's but very late at night. It's actually, you could say Saturday 9th of July, because it's after midnight, but it's actually like, you could just think of it as Friday night. So it's Friday the 8th of July 2022. Although it's after midnight, just sort of logging it in on Friday. So that's Craigowl, the red lights on Craigowl Hill, the mast on Craigowl. So I'm at the Sunderland Crescent area. It's clearly showing two. You can see two lights clearly on Craigowl, but this is a wee bit lower down the elevation. For my records, and on top of Craigowl, I was able to see two lights going along Charleston Drive till I get to the top of Arden Drive, then it goes to one light. And then, well actually, going along Ancram Road, there's one light for a while, then it goes to two, then it goes to one light. And then when I get past the top of Arden Drive, it goes to two lights again. So that's looking at the mast in question. So we could look at it from Dundee. I see the two red lights wherever they are on there. It doesn't look to be anything out of place. There's one light there. The other light will be Dundee. There's nothing between here and Dundee, which is only the drive. That's what it is. Nothing standing between Dundee and this mast. For that, so, and here, looking at it, I can't see anything obvious as to why that would be. So I'm at the bottom of the mast. As I say, I can't see anything obvious. So I'm at the foot of number 4 mast. That's looking from my house in Dundee. The one to the eastmost is regarded as, I class it as number 4 mast, because I can see 4 masts on Craigowl. Mast 1, which is the westmost, and mast 4, which is the eastmost. And this is the foot of number 4 mast, and this is the one in question regarding the lights. And looking at the lights, and I don't see any obvious reason as to why that would be. As to why I would see two lights, and then on the same stretch of road, just yards apart, I would go down to seeing one light, and then back to two lights. It's actually one light for a wee while on the Ancram Road, Charleston Drive. Then I get to the top of Arden Drive, and then I go past the length of the top of Arden Drive, that island bit. From one side of it to the other, it goes from one light to two lights, what it was always, back to one light, and eventually it's two lights when I look at it from the house window. My house window. So I've had a look round it. Today's the 13th of September 2022. At the foot of number 4 mast on the top of Craigowl. That's the eastmost mast looking from Dundee, from my window in my house. There's 4 masts visible. Number 1 mast would be the westmost, the number 4 mast would be the eastmost, and 2 and 3 are the ones between 1 and 4. And number 4 mast is the one in question. It looks like there's lights at the top and the edges there. There's nothing you seem to be obstructing them between there and Dundee, the viewpoint from Dundee. Obviously that's where the top of Arn Drive is. Yeah, the water tower is roughly where Minas Hill is. It's the water tower, and that's the general area where Arn Drive and Charleston Drive and Ancrum Road, Ancrum Drive or Ancrum Road or whatever it is, where the main road that goes on to, runs on to Charleston Drive basically. Well, where you could see the masts, you could only see one light on it until you get to the top of top of Arn Drive. Then at that area, you continue on driving west, you will then see the 2 lights at the top of the mast, this mast, and then when you drive past again, it goes to 1 light. But at some stage, because when I get back to my house, I could see 2 lights, like that you should. But that's quite odd in its own right anyway. That's another thing altogether. There was always 1 light, but they changed lights. That was a while ago now. But it's been 2 lights visible for a wee while. Oh, the things on the edges, these might not be lights. The light is there. That's 1 light. If I remember right, if I've logged it in from what I logged in, I think it was the top light that was invisible for a bit and then became visible again. But I can't seem to see a top light at this angle at the moment anyway. So the other light, the other red light, is at the same level. I could see, which is there. Got that one, and there's that one there, which will be for the other side. The top ones, can't seem to see the top ones. I can't seem to see the top ones at all. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be anything to do with the bars, the way the position of the bars are blocking the view, because I've never done that before until recently. That's why I logged it in, that's why I found it odd. So I can't really find the top ones, but the ones halfway up the mast, there's one on that side there and one on that side. But like I say, I can't find the ones that are at the top here at this stage. I don't know where they are. But they are there because they can see 2 lights from the top. The top one will be the height of the mast. And that's the one that disappears and comes back again. I did log it in, but it's on the other SD card. But I can't see the top ones at this stage. I'd have to come here again when it's pitch dark with someone if I was to do that. Anyway, logging it in, just have a look. 13th of September 2022. You can see the middle ones reflecting. That's mast 1, mast 2, mast 3, and it looks like mast 4, you can see the light on the top. assuming that's it there. There's no reason why it should. Don't know if it's anything to do with these corner bits that's maybe blocking the view or something, I don't know. The bits on the corners. That's when it dawned on me, it wasn't like that before. So, looking at the bottom, again to the top, at the bottom of mast 4. Now I know that there's a light up there. I don't see how it could be these cross beams or structures or anything up there, because it's been like this for ages. That doesn't look as though there's anything new there. So I don't know why, how it would, that normally would happen. So I can see the red light at the top from here. And I can see the other one as well. That's the one that will be facing north. That's the one that will be facing south. But then at the top, it's visible. Like I say, I don't see why that would become invisible from looking at it from Dundee. And then become visible again. Just like yards apart along the road. Thinking about that as well, the light at the top, it's got to be for navigation. So there wouldn't be a good idea for it to be visible and become invisible. Visible then invisible through certain views of point. It's meant to be visible at all views of point. So otherwise it could cause an accident. So it's pretty strange anyway why it would do that. Even though the middle one is still visible. And sure, it's the top from memory, it's the top when it goes invisible. And then the middle one becomes, the top one becomes invisible, then visible. But generally it's visible from the house window. But it's only that stretch of the road it goes invisible, but you're still seeing the middle one. And then just along a wee bit it becomes visible again. And then continue along it becomes invisible again. And then you can't see it. And then at some stage it becomes visible. So it's only mast 4 that's lit up at night. It's just mast 4, that's the highest point. So there must be a set of rules within that light area. Anything up to that point must be covered. That'll be the highest point. So use all that. The wind just came on like a switch. It was very calm 1 minute and suddenly it's just like a switch. It just came on. You hear a pin drop earlier. Now it's kind of like just past now. See that? It's just stopped. Like a wave of wind. Now it's calm again. That wind was really odd because it just came on like a switch and gone off again. Like a wave. So I'm logging that in again, same date, 13th of September 2022. And it was regarding the lights on the mast. On the mast on Craigowl. Craigowell's where I am. One thing just happened again there. Now it's not to do with the altitude in it because it's calm 1 minute. Next minute it's just like very windy and then it's just calm again.